So it's been a few days since I've uploaded. I'm getting incredibly close now to the fry being free swims. If sun would move, they move them again. Like I said, I'm at that point of where they'll become free swimming pretty soon. So I gotta set up a brine shrimp hatchery and whatnot. So let me go and cover their tank. And their tank is more or less covered. I also started medicating my flower horn by shoving a syringe up in his gullet. And also his intestines are still sticking out quite a bit, so I may be too late, but you never know. He might make a full recovery. I'm hoping he will. I mean, he is active, so that's a good thing. For those that don't know, this flower horn has a hernia. This type of thing is unfortunately pretty common for flower horn. I didn't know about this at the time, so I may be too late. But he is active, and I am starting to med him, so he might just pull through. I don't know, though. And of course, I made a whole video about this. I'm not going to upload to my YouTube channel yet because I don't know if I did this properly. But if I did this properly, I'm going to redo this one again because in this video I'm very uncertain what's going on. Especially considering the video I initially watched is from 013 and it's in 240p. So if it turns out what I did is correct in this video, I'm going to be redoing this video and going to make it a little bit more professional. But as you can tell, this hernia is still pretty prevalent. But for those that do know about flower horns, I am using clear. So hopefully I'm not too late, but you never know. So here's the brine shrimp I got. This was already pre-opened, so I got it for $5. And I don't got 1 liter a bottle, but I got a 500 milliliter bottle, so I had to do math. Fuck math. Ask someone on the Facebook group. Also, the leaf I moved from the 30 gallon into here actually has viable fry. There is quite a few, but there's also a heap ton of duds. So what I'm going to do with this tank is that since it's just fry in here, I'm just going to leave this tank alone and just let the fry hatch. And once they become free swimming, then I'm going to do a water change. But for right now, I'm just going to leave this tank alone. But like I said, it looks like I got a few fry that are going to make it, so that's a good thing. Also, my female flower horn just sat there and just watched the male flower horn take his medicine. So I have to steal my poor flower horn's only light source. But here's the brine shrimp. For right now, I just want a small little hatchery. Just enough to where I can figure out what exactly I need to do, make sure I'm doing it right. And since I don't have that many fry, but if my angelfish start pumping out fry like crazy, which as of right now that won't happen, but if they do, I'm gonna build more or less what King of DIY did with his brine shrimp tutorial, and build something like that, but with like 2 liter bottles or something like that. But here you can actually see one of the fry right there. And also the sun is shining right there, so yeah, I can really see see everything. And this video is not done yet because I'm going to be hopefully getting something really cool today. Oh yeah, I forgot to also show that I'm actually tying in is just a little air pump here with a simple little T-valve and a little knob that would regulate the amount of air. That way, so both this thing and this thing can get proper aeration and whatnot. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, but we do have free swimmers, but every time they start swimming around, the parents gop them up and spot them back onto this. So, oh, there's one going right now. Let me be free. Don't. Oh, we got two that are free now. Three? No, just two. Burp. And then boop. Then boop. For this being their only second time, they generally know what they're doing, and that's a good thing. And since I got Fry, that's free swimming, hopefully they'll survive 24 hours without any food. I think they might be able to eat the algae, hopefully, because I got the brine shrimp. It's currently going, so yeah. Also, the video quality of my videos is going to go is going to look different now. That's because the phone I was using a lot to record with, I killed, as you can tell. So, yeah. I'll be using my 6 and my father's Xperia phone, which personally, between this phone and the S7, this phone, even though this phone's old, it's still a superior phone. Also, this little crack here is the actual low glass screen protector. The actual physical phone itself is still in perfect order. Yeah, I'm not going to miss my S7 by any stretch of the imagination. Oh god, that hernia has gotten bigger. Yeah, I'm going to post this to the group I'm in. I'm also going to be posting this I'll also be adding this into my video I'm doing for my little fish channel, but he's still active, so that's a good thing. But the thing is, I think I might be too late, because that keeps getting bigger and bigger. He's gonna not make it. But of course, like I said, I'm going to be posting this to the flower horn group I'm in. Hopefully, they can let me know if there is any chance with this guy or not. I'm still going to med him and whatnot, but I want to know if he does have a chance. But that hernia's gotten really big. And for those that don't know, that's his lower intestine that's sticking out. And unfortunately for flower horns, I didn't know about this until now. This is normal for flower horns, but I think I didn't get to it in time due to the amount of wait I had to get due to the time I had to wait for the meds to come in. But if he ends up passing, I'll do a wire change, get this tank all nice and good to go, and then get another $40 flower horn from Pet Supplies Plus. They got me this guy once, and I really like it, and I'm going to get another one from them again. So today at Worlds Underwater, I got two things. This itty bitty angelfish fry. I don't know if I'm going to actually place the little baby angel in this tank or not. But for right now, it's going to be in this tank. That way, so it can stay at temp until I figure out what I want to do with it. But that's not the only one I got today. I got this monster for $15. Now, yes, it's kind of a plain J angelfish, but I've never owned an angelfish this massive before. This is a huge angelfish. The body width alone will actually go. How wide the body is alone is more or less the width of my hand. Of course, once I acclimate this guy and put him into the 30-gallon, you get to really see how big of a beast this guy really is. Actually, I think it's a female. It's got the bulge in the middle. So this one I'm pretty sure is a female. So if this one pairs up with someone, this one's going to lay one hell of a cluster. Oh yeah, and the two little parents are still doing their parenting duties, taking proper care of their fry that are now, in fact, semi-free swimming. So yeah, I initially thought my angels I had initially were big. Yeah, no they're not. That angel's huge. It puts all my other angels to shame. I might need to be worried about Mr. Beta. This is a very unorthodox tank. I have a bed in there of God with like what, 7 freaking angels? And he gets along with every single one of them. I have no idea what's going to happen when I introduce this big girl into this tank. I might have to worry about moving Mr. Beta. But for right now, I'm going to let her acclimate and then I'm going to pop her in. And of course, I'm going to let everyone else get used to her first. Ah, poo, I'm starting to get... Well... I'm going to just spray paint over this and make it black. I did that once already with the flower horn tank. Wouldn't be that difficult to do for this tank neither. I got a free swimmer. Oh, well, I did. Nope, I hit the autofocus limit of my iPhone. Oh, one swimming away if I can get... There we go. Burp. It looks like, I don't know if they're actually eating off the algae or not. I'm hoping that's what they're doing. Because I got the brine shrimp running right now. I got the brine shrimp doing their thing. It's going to be around 8 a.m. tomorrow. When hopefully I have fry. I mean not fry, but brine shrimp hatched. It's just interesting watching them just... It's just interesting watching the fry just leave the plate, and then just the parents just sucking them up and pulling them back. It's like they don't want them to be free. But of course, now I'm gonna put the cover over the tank again. We got 2 free swims now. I'm staying some distance back that way so the parents don't get too stressed. So here's what I ended up doing with the little fry I got. I decided to put into my little 3.5 gallon of white night. Now, I do need to clean this tank, and I do need to replace the LEDs because the LEDs are giving off that ugly yellow tint. And I also gotta clean off the glass. But so far he's looking very active. He's not acting sickly or anything. There's just been a bunch of fin nipping in the tank. That's why it looks so messed up. But as long as he leaves Mr. Betta alone, or I mean not Betta, but but as long as he leaves White Knight alone, his fins will grow back and he'll look like a beautiful angelfish again. And of course, I covered the air tank again. Alright, so the guy's been acclimating for about an hour or so. I've been actually putting him tank water into this little 1 gallon tank as I acclimate him or her. And he's more or less ready to go into the tank. If she'll actually decide to leave the little 1 gallon container, that would be nice. There you go. Such a big angelfish. Like I said, it may be a drab angelfish, but I like it. It's big. Now let's see if I got enough. Now I go look for my meds. Med the tank. My goodness, what a big fish. Okay, that's to be expected, but you're seriously going to try and pick a fight with this big thing? You'll be on a losing end if you keep that up, buddy. I wonder if you can hear that noise that my cat's making when it's clawing against the glass, when it's clawing on the screen. Leave new fish alone, jerks. Yeah, I do notice this. That's why I'm going to med the tank. I do expect some bullying to happen, but once this one gets the courage to put its foot down, it's going to stop instantly. But I'm more worried about Pumpkin here. Pumpkin's a nice calm betta, but this thing is huge. So I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to go med the tank now. Well, somehow these two fought, and both of them got pretty banged up. But High Tech here is the one that's most banged up. And of course, what he was chewing on was basically half of his fins. As you can tell, I also removed the container and it used to be in here. I don't know how long they were fighting each other, but yeah, both of them are both of them are in pretty horrible shape. And here's the plaquette. It's not in bad shape, but it's in pretty bad shape. But yeah, I think both of them beat each other up pretty hard. But I think for the most part, unfortunately, High Tech lost. Update time. The fry are all free swimming now. Well, at least all the ones that made it. Though there is quite a bit in here. Let's see, how many can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10, depending if this one swallows some up so they can hide it. Hopefully in the next 30 minutes or so I'll be able to feed them brine shrimp, depending if the brine actually hatched. Round date, it should be 24 hours, so yeah. So it's been probably 12 hours or so since I've had the big guy, or the big girl, or whatever. Everyone seems to more or less be doing fine, though the big one's trying to figure out the pecking order, being a jerk to a few of the small ones, but overall, everything's more or less back to normal. I saw when I went to feed these guys earlier, Pumpkin was here getting food. He's currently hiding out somewhere, but yeah. The big one didn't eat yet because it's still getting used to the tank, and it's gonna be about 3 more days before it starts eating regularly, or eating like it should. And this thing needs love again. He's most likely Pumpkin's hiding behind one of these little white things. And the little baby Angel is doing just fine in this tank. It actually went directly for this food when I put it in there. It went straight up to the top and just gobbled it. And of course, now the fry I have in here are free swimming. I also put in some live brine shrimp, which you can actually maybe see some of the live brine shrimp. Like those little itty bitty out of focus dots that are moving around, those are the brine shrimp. These things right here are the actual fry. But I can't get my iPhone to autofocus. There we go. And it looks like we got one that nosedived. It's alive though. But there's still brine shrimp floating around and whatnot. But like I said, they're all free swimming now, so that's good. Currently, right now, these one are just not swimming because the mother's plate, because these two put them there. But when I went to feed everyone was free swimming. And it keeps following me. Yeah, I think that's more or less about it for this video.